It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And we've got a pair of teams who not long ago had more Super Bowls than anybody else. It's the 49ers and the boys. And it comes your way next on Madden NFL 25.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see the ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
Here's Jake Moody to get this one kicked off. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So that Cowboy offense takes the field, ready to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And his initial touch, good for a couple. It'll be second down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. They'll come up on a second down and 8. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's caught. It's Miles Sanders. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out. They face 3rd and a yard. They'll let the fullback try to push the pot. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Mark, yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains.
These are the situations why, Mike, that some teams continue to keep a fullback on the roster. You get into these 3rd and short situations, just hand it to the big guy, put your head down, pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He'll let this go for Pickens. And this will be incomplete. They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. On the ground, here's the rookie who played in-state at Austin. And he'll get this up to the 44. Jair Brown on the tackle. Third and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's complete. It's Sanders. That's the second time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards.
That's already 2 catches for this guy, and we haven't even seen him hand the ball to him yet, and that's really what these running backs have become in the league. They're really just all-around weapons, and if the ground game's not working, you can go to the air, and vice versa. The more times this guy touches the ball, the better it is for this offense.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Miles Sanders. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. Here's 2nd and 2. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. And he's going to be taken down.
Well, this is how you dream up the opening script. You get the ball first, and you want to go down and set the tone for the rest of the game. Well, it looks like the coaches did a great job when they built that script during the week. With that big-time throw, they got a shot now with 1st and goal to end this opening drive with a touchdown.
And they'll get this down to the 3, but no further. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And that big offensive line, clearing space. He's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He gets it to go. The Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense set to get to work for the first time. Led out by the last pick in the draft in 2022. Iowa State's Brock Purdy at quarterback.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the #1 goal is to come out with a victory.
For an opener, Purdy to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. And he's taken down, but just shy of midfield. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A couple of first downs, and football's out to the 48-yard line as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Purdy. Gets this one into the hands of Jawan Jennings. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy, making the read and keeping it. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. That one intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, NFLPLAYOFFS.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ballgame. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
The Cowboys offense ready to possess the football for the second time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. On the play fake, Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. And a big strike for good yardage there, all the way up to midfield.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We saw a great example of it here.
And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They put Pickens in motion. Here comes the jet sweep. Oh, a loose football. The Niners have got it. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it, and which team does a better job taking it away.
The Niners offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A throw, left side, complete to Pearsall. Second and 7. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9. Back to throw, Purdy. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. First and 10. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. Open man is Jennings. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Space getting tight here, down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. Back to the air again is Purdy. That is caught. It's Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's second and 6. So Kittle comes in motion. On second down, it's McCaffrey. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to third down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. He's got it at the 3. And he'll take it on in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, 49ers. Now Jake Moody for the extra point. It's up and good. And the 49ers will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. Short kick taken at the 17. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. They'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, first and 10. Here's Dak to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Second down, Prescott. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for third down and 5. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. Third and 5. Pistol now for Prescott. And that is incomplete. On fourth down, the veteran Brian Anger on to punt for Dallas. Back deep for the Niners, Jacob Cowling. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. So here's Brock Purdy and this 49ers offense heading back onto the field. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. Not much there. Stopped short of the 20. Here's a 2nd and 9. On the counter, it's McCaffrey. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Got to get it to the 28, but now it's 3rd down. Here's Purdy. That's to Robinson. He's got it. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's good for a Niners first down. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. That's to the right side and incomplete. Purdy now on 2nd down. Pass caught by Pearsall. 12 yards on that hookup. First down, 49ers.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a first down.
Back to the air is Purdy. A short one there, caught by Kittle. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. Second and a yard. Throwing again is Purdy. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Nice job bouncing back there on second down. First down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in second and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up third and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
I'm always curious how defenses come back on the field after allowing a touchdown on the previous possession, and so far I'm liking what I see. There's no heads being held low. There's no dwelling and thinking back to that last drive. They've come out and completely dominated this next possession.
On fourth down, here comes the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt. Cavante Turpin to return for the Cowboys. And the receiver with a fair catch, taken successfully. And that's where he'll turn it over to the offense. The Cowboys offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
Certain guys just have a knack for finding the ball. In a lot of ways, Mike, you can't even really coach it. We've seen him do it all throughout this game today. Fumble recovery, sack. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets his hand on another one and comes down with a pick.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. Third and long. Now Prescott. Here's a screen set up to Williams. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. Here's Brian Anger now. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They'll start it here with a first and 10. So Kittle comes in motion. Here's Purdy on first and 10. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. Second down and 8. Up the middle, here's McCaffrey. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Purdy to throw. He'll try to run for it.
The defenders knew a pass was coming. They had their ears pinned back here on 3rd down, but they initially allowed him to escape the pocket and make a break for it, but give them credit. They recognized the scramble quickly, rallied to the ball, stopped him short of the 1st down.
On comes Thomas Morstead, and he'll be looking for something better after that poor first punt. A fair catch here, called for and made beyond the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Play action now. Prescott. Finding room at midfield. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
They'll turn and hand this one off. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. They'll stay on the ground. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be bottled up quickly after a gain of about 1. Linebacker Fred Warner brings him down. Here's 3rd and 7. They put Pickens in motion. They'll try to set up the screen here. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. What great work after the catch to extend the drive.
The best time to call a screen is when the defense is anticipating pass. Allow that defensive front to rush the passer. Just get through the offensive line enough before you drop it to your back. Get out behind those big offensive linemen and pick up the 1st down.
2 minutes to play. 1st half, all tied at 7. Greg and I, back to Arlington at AT&T Stadium after this. First down, Prescott. In the middle of the field, it's taken by CeeDee Lamb. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. That's brought in right side by Pickens. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They face 2nd down and 7. In motion, Lamb. They'll throw again, Dak. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. Prescott again. He'll try and get there on the ground. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here's a run. We'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. From a little closer, here's 2nd and goal. Prescott now. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Prescott. And he's in. Javonte Williams. Touchdown, Dallas. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cowboys will move out to a 14-7 lead. They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to get it one final time in this first half. They trail now 14-7 as they'll come up for 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. They bring a tight end in motion left. That's taken in by Jennings. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. So Kittle comes in motion. 1st and 10. Purdy. This one is caught by Robinson. And now a timeout. 7 seconds left in this first half. Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Purdy. Open man is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Reports.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A return now from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The 49ers offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. To throw, Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A first down throw for Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Now a handoff running right. And the woes in the running game continue. They're going to subtract yards there. A loss on the play. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. To throw, it's Purdy. Oh, that's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
They teach these defensive ends to rush to the X. The X is the spot where the quarterback stops his drop, and you can see when he hit that back foot, he had nowhere to go, and he's able to bring him down for a big sack.
The 49ers out for the punt, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. Here's Dak Prescott and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Prescott. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one first down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. Throwing is Prescott. And on third down, that ball incomplete. The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field as he's standing right around his own goal line. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. The 49ers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
A run with the man from Louisville, Isaac Guerendo. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Shotgun snap to Purdy. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing from the gun is Purdy. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. They get 14 on that hookup. It's good for a Niners first down. They run straight ahead with McCaffrey. And he does some good work on the ground here. Going to take it inside the 30 with a run of 8 yards. Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Purdy. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
When we met with him during the week, how did he describe himself to us, Mike? He said, I feel like I'm a student of the game. I feel like that's my advantage over my opponent. And as this game's unfolded, it's pretty clear to see why.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. On 4th down, it's Jake Moody time for the Niners. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Moody's kick is good. And the 49ers are back within 4 at 14-10. Moody comes back on the field after making the field goal. He's set to kick off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense make their way out to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. And that ball incomplete over the middle. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, here's Dak. That's caught by Lamb. A pickup of 12 yards. 1st down, Cowboys. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. First and 10. Again, Prescott to the air. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Dak. Thrown left side. The catch is made. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Now a give on the ground. He'll try to push forward, but only a yard down to the 2. The ball a little closer now. It is 2nd and goal. We'll go play action. It's Prescott. He's got his big tight end, Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And it's just so hard to play defense down this close to your own goal line. Of course, you have to be prepared for any sort of goal line run. But then these play-action passes down here are just so hard to account for everybody, and it's simply an easy pitch and catch and results in a touchdown.
Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys are out to a 21-10 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. Now return coming from the 7. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Niners offense about ready to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to get it. 1st down, taking this one up past the 40-yard line. So Kittle comes in motion. Out of the gun, they'll give it to McCaffrey. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Purdy. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. Throwing is Purdy. He's got his tight end, Kittle. And he's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. Purdy going to keep this one himself. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A run here with McCaffrey. He'll get about 2. Donovan Wilson will bring him down. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. From the gun, it's Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. On the give, it's McCaffrey. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7. They'll run the toss with McCaffrey. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. He finds his big receiver, that's Jennings.
Critical 3rd down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the 4th quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. This one caught at the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Purdy. And he will score! Game on! George Kittle! Touchdown, San Francisco. All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Throwing again is Purdy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This one brought in at the 16-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. It's another run here for Williams. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Prescott. They'll look to set up the screen here. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, when you call a screenplay, of course, you're looking to catch the defense off guard and pick up a chunk play. You're not thinking you're actually going to find yourself going backwards, but that's exactly the case here, and really nice job by the defense sniffing that one out.
Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The Niners offense ready to take over once more. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a nice gain there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. On 2nd down, Purdy. That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
If you want to play running back in today's modern NFL, Mike, you have to be able to be a viable weapon in the passing game. It's all about touches. It's not just about handoffs anymore. It's how many different ways can we get the ball in your hands.
Play fake to McCaffrey. Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another 1st down. Purdy gonna give this to Garendo. He's got space inside the 25. What a run. He brings it to the red zone. Taken down inside the 20-yard line.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
One of the tight ends motions right. On 1st and 10, Purdy. He's got the tight end, Luke Farrell. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. So Kittle comes in motion. On second down, it's McCaffrey. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up third down. They need 2. Here's Purdy. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Now after taking that loss on the sack, it changes your entire approach offensively. You go from playing for 6 to now everything is just about coming away with points.
So, Jake Moody on in this big situation. This to get back within a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they inch a bit closer here in this fourth quarter. So the lead is down to just 2 now in the fourth quarter as they kick it off. On the return, here's Turpin. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Short pass taken in by the tight end. They face second down and 7. Here's a run going left. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard, but that's it. Third and 6. A shotgun snap for Prescott. He's got his man down the field. It is a big completion. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Prescott now. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. And in this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Play fake. Prescott. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 3rd and long. He'll try to get this one on the ground. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down, and here comes 4th down. So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. Back out is Brandon Aubrey. He had the field goal a moment ago, and now he'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Niners offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll get it into the hands of Kittle. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's going to have the 1st down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down. Again in the air for Purdy. That's into the hands of the fullback. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
Here's 2nd down. To throw once more, it's Purdy. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Purdy. That's taken in by Jennings. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Purdy gonna put it up again. Pass caught by Pearsall. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Back to the air again is Purdy. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
All right, now, what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here? Trying to push the pile forward. He didn't even get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
This is why film study is so important, Mike. It feels to me like the defense recognized that formation from during the week in practice. They knew exactly what was coming, and what's a critical play on that 2-point try? Defense is able to get a stop.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. On the return, here's Turpin. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. He'll throw it left and has his running back. And a timeout is called, so now you're probably looking at one final play back in their own territory. This is going to take a miracle. Now, 2nd and inches. Prescott. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's out of bounds with the first down, so they get a new set of downs and just as importantly stop the clock. Here we go. One final play. And that's going to be incomplete. The defense holds here in the final minute, and they're going to get out of here with a victory. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They knew this would be a dogfight away from home, and they were right. But they come away with a hard-fought victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.